Did you know that from revolutionizing fitness industry engagement to shaping global business strategies today, there is one company that's leading the charge? That's the story of SoolisAI, a pioneer in hybrid AI as a service solution. In this episode, we're going to cover the story of SoolisAI. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of the AIP podcast. Again, my name is Ann Ching. I'm your host, and today we have a special guest who is at the forefront of AI driven customer engagement solutions. Joining us today is Tim Sebold, the CEO of SoolisAI, a pioneer in hybrid AI as a service solutions aimed at enhancing customer experience while ensuring data security and brand integrity. Now, Tim has over a decade of experience in the AI industry, specializing in personalized customer dialogue through real-time machine learning solutions, and his company, SoolisAI, empowers businesses with 24/7 conversational AI chat, voice integration, and telechat tools, revolutionizing how organizations engage and retain customer. And his approach to responsible AI involves leveraging augmented intelligence via human machine collaborative tools, which not only drive superior customer experience and operational efficiency, but also prioritize data security and brand definition. Now, their privately trained AI models are tailored to uphold organization specific brand messaging and ensure first party real time data analytics for a specifically strategic advantage. So, today we're going to be exploring Sulis AI and how it transforms customer engagement with responsible AI practices. Let's hear Tim's insights into the future of AI driven customer interactions. Tim, what an honor to have you on our show today.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate you having me.
Absolutely. Well, let's dive right in. Tim, maybe you can share with our listeners what inspired you to focus on responsible AI solutions at Sulis AI.
Yeah, it's a great story. So, as you mentioned, we spent many, many, many years in the fitness industry uh, as a marketing firm, as a equipment supplier, the whole nine yards. And then, geez, a while back, I bought my first Google Home, and back then everyone was using Alexa and Google to play music. And I sat there and I looked at it. And I'm like, there's got to be a way that this is going to be relevant to business. Um, and so I went to different seminars trying to figure it out. And funny that they said the big thing to do and the way it'll affect business is through what we're doing now, our podcast. But in reality, after a lot of research, we got to understand that utilizing these voice automation pieces, you could actually grab information from different businesses and communicate with businesses. And so that from that aspect, from that start, I'm like, this is going to change the way business is done, not only in the fitness business, but throughout every business there is.
That's amazing. But Sulis AI emphasizes and prioritizes hybrid AI as a service solutions. Perhaps you can help explain how this approach combines human-centric AI with machine learning to drive superior customer experiences.
Sure. So the hybrid AI aspect is really our philosophy is that you always need human backup. All right. So it's not just here, we set it and forget it. So with the hybrid AI, what we do is uh, we take a look at the buying experiences, the way humans interact with things, and then we combine it with the large language models and start to figure out and predict different things that people are going to ask, how they make decisions, what's the, how can we better service them depending on whatever journey they go on. But the other thing too, again going back to the hybrid, we watch these conversations. So if there's a hiccup to the data associated with the business, we're able to real time communicate with the company and say, hey, this is what's happening. How would you like this answered? And then it just gets smarter and smarter as the journey goes on.
That's crazy. I love how it gets smarter. So how do you ensure data security? And more importantly, I think this has been a question for a lot of people. How do you ensure brand integrity through your AI solutions, especially in the context of open system and open source generative AI?
Yeah, that's a good question. When as you take a look at things right now, there's a lot of information out there about pulling information from the internet. Is this true? Isn't this true? Can it help me on this, but it can't help me on that because I'm pulling information from strictly the internet. So what we do is we have an encrypted environment with the specifics of the different companies we work with. All right, so it pulls the information, puts it in the environment, and then we only use that environment for the knowledge. It's not going to pull information from that encrypted environment 1 minute and then pull it from the internet the next. And so, who do you trust? So, if we can put it on the encrypted environment, create and input the brand details, the integrity, the voice, the specifications, there's no there's no misinformation. It will always provide the proper information pertaining to that business. Again, when we take a look at our business plan, it's for business. We're not here to tell somebody why the sky's blue. We're here to tell somebody about the business, specifically to the business that we're working with.
That's great. Um, Over to this whole idea of community engagement, you're involved with rice prevention, and that reflects your commitment to local causes. How do you, as an organization, integrate CSR, corporate social responsibility, into your business practices?
Yeah, I think it's extremely important to the community where you live helps you grow. I mean, they're your resources for your employees. They're your basic guidelines and standards. And when we when I started Sulis, we have a passion for what we do. And so from the community side, you need to be passionate about something. You need to be passionate about, if there's a cause inside your community, I believe you should be passionate towards that. And unfortunately, with me, fortunately, Rise is very passionate. I'm very passionate to Rise because of a situation that happened internally with my family. When you take a look at all the drug uh, rehab places throughout the world, spending millions and millions and millions of dollars, then you go to the preventative side. There's not a lot towards it. And I've been passionate about helping kids stay off drugs. It's not just don't use it, but how do you change the mindset of them? How do you change, with the mental health issues and so forth? So the passion from Sulis that I have is transferred right into Rise. I can't. It's tough to put into words how important it is.
I can absolutely hear that passion and a heart, for such an important cause. And well, good on you. Moving back into, AI, what do you think is going to happen for the future of the AI industry, particularly in, the two aspects of customer engagement and responsible AI practices?
That's another great question. Trying to look into a crystal ball in AI is a challenge, but I do. Our goal when we take a look at AI is to, I'm a big Iron Man fan. I believe the customer experience and the journey and even the business practices are going to come through something like a Jarvis. You can ask it specific questions on customer service, business planning, predictability. Uh, to build that one source of truth, I believe is where things are going to go. Uh, and then when you take a look at the voice application to it, We also believe that the apps will fall by the wayside. We believe that people will just, the voice will be much more prominent. Why would I be searching for different apps when I can just talk to Google, Siri, Alexa, and communicate directly with those? Everybody's about speed, and the speed is, okay, Siri, tell me about this, tell me about this, and have that direct communication with those businesses. And the last aspect to me is the responsible AI aspect. With ISO 42001 coming out, the international UK guidelines for responsible, ethical AI. I think that anyone who does business with an AI company should really look to make sure that that's in place. There's too much noise out on the internet. AI for this, AI for this, AI for this. What is it? Are you just slapping your logo on ChatGPT, or you know? So business should really take a look at their certifications and security around the companies that they work with.
Absolutely, that's so important. Let's remind all our listeners, ISO 42001, right? So that's a very important number for them to remember. Well, Tim, it's really been an honor. It's been exciting to hear about, the developments in responsible AI as well as customer engagement from you, and such a passionate cause of, rise prevention. Absolutely, such an honor to listen to this and to be hosting this podcast as well. To our audience, if you found this episode insightful as much as I have, please like and share our podcast. Your support means so much to us, and we couldn't be more thankful for all our listeners following along. Once again, my name is Ann Cheng, CEO of Supercharged Lab. I am signing off. Stay tuned for more fascinating insights on our next episode.